warm welcome, Mr. Torsten Derr.
I'm very proud and happy to be here.
Mr. Derr, many of our colleagues are of course now eager to get to know you as soon as possible in an ideal world. It's of course difficult in the current situation with the corona limitations. Could you ever have imagined to start in such unusual circumstances?
Not at all. Of course, I made a plan what to do in the first 2 weeks, and my intention was to visit at least 4 sites and to meet the people. Unfortunately, this has to wait now.
To bring you a little bit closer to the people, we would ask you a little bit more about your basic habits, a short Q&A session.
Sure.
How would you describe yourself? Are you rather a morning person or a night owl?
I'm an early bird.
When it comes to sports, would you rather prefer to do sports yourself or watch sports?
I'm a very disciplined runner, and usually I do sports in the morning. I start running at 6 a.m. usually.
And when it comes to music, would you prefer rock music, for example?
I love jazz, and my most favorite singer is Gregory Porter. So look it up on YouTube, it's quite nice.
Okay, thanks. What about cinema? Cinema or Netflix?
I prefer Netflix, and my most favorite TV series is Breaking Bad. I'm chemist by education.
Jeans or suit?
Both. If I'm talking to banks or to customers, I usually wear suit, but on Fridays you will see me in jeans in office.
Coming to leisure time in general, many countries now lift the restrictions, the corona restrictions, step by step. What are you enjoying most now or in future?
So I'm strongly looking forward to make use of a gift voucher I got for my 50th birthday in January. It's a voucher for a restaurant in Bonn. The first thing, if everything is possible again, is to go to exactly this restaurant Redüttchen in Bonn, together with my wife and 2 friends.
If you like, I can also show you the building a little bit.
Yes, please.
Okay. Can you also tell us a little bit more about your origin? Where did you grow up and what's your background?
I'm from northern Germany, a city called Bremen, and I'm born in Bremen, went to school in Bremen and started my education as a chemist in Bremen. Later on I moved to Aarhus in Denmark, where I did my doctoral thesis.
And what influenced you most during your professional career so far?
After my doctoral thesis, I started in industry and worked for Bayer, which is in Leverkusen, very close to a city, Cologne. And I'm living there with my wife for 23 years now. And I started at Bayer, worked there for 10 years and moved on to Lanxess. And for years I was CEO of a small chemical company, Saltigo. And I did all kinds of jobs, from laboratory to head of a site in Belgium. And I even was responsible for glass fibers. And from glass fibers is a very small step to carbon fibers. And of course I know SGL.
And what brought you actually to SGL then?
The reputation of SGL is so good, and SGL is for me smart solutions. And as I was asked if I could imagine to join the company, I have not hesitated and said yes. SGL is a good company.
Okay, then let's go in to your office.
Of course.
That's it.
Wow, I like the garden view.
Where do you see a need for action?
Of course, I only gathered first impression, but one thing is clear, we have to bring profitability up, and we will tackle the cost, we will reduce complexity, and within the next weeks we will walk through the big processes and levers of the company and then decide what to do next.
Talking about action, how would you describe your leadership style?
Of course, I'm influenced by my parents, and they always said, be humble, keep your promises and walk the extra mile. And this is exactly what I expect from my employees. So I usually give a lot of freedoms, but promises have to be kept.
What will the next days and weeks look like at work for you?
I will continue what I did in the last weeks. I will meet a lot of people and listen, listen, listen.
Mr. Derr, thank you very much for the interview. I have a little gift for you, our common polo shirt. Have a good start at SGL.
Thanks a lot. Now I'm petrolized and I'm going to wear it with pride on Casual Fridays. Thanks a lot.